It's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
An excellent game we've seen from LeBron. He's got 27 points and 2 rejections.
And we're seeing him at his very best today. Just really a joy to watch.
Well, I know I'm thoroughly enjoying it because he's amazing when he's on top of his game like this.
Jazz trail by 4.
Boy, I tell you, I thought the Jazz had a big year last season. Looked much tougher than before. The big part of that is how Coach Quinn Snyder helped the team grow. I mean, he looked like a perfect fit in his first year with the franchise.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. The forwards are Hayward and Favors, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Hood in at the 2 spot. We were mentioning the Jazz, and they grew last year under Coach Quinn Snyder in his first year. You know, Greg, he did the same thing with teams when he was a coach in the D-League.
That's a great point, Kevin. And beyond the growth that the Jazz showed, I think everyone in Utah was pleased with the style of play. I mean, Coach Snyder's got the team back to playing hard defense and really grinding out wins.
They've been strong on the board. There's no disputing that.
That's what the box score says, but still anybody's game.
And Gobert kicks to Favors for 3. Hayward. It's hauled in by LeBron. The Cavaliers shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. And good on the basket. Book it.
He is almost money when it comes to finishing in close. Nice bucket there to increase the lead.
Well, LeBron had kind of a slow start to his season, his return to Cleveland last year.
Yeah, he got off to a bit of a slow start. He had some nagging type injuries, but things turned around, and LeBron was eventually able to get the clubhouse atmosphere where he wanted.
And that atmosphere that LeBron was after, I mean, he described it as wanting a family-like atmosphere.
Cleveland leading by 4. Smith the pass to Irving. Gobert with the block. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Wasted no time on that one. 14 points for Gordon Hayward.
And to touch on the Cleveland atmosphere, you know, you could see as the season unfolded, it became a big part of what LeBron was able to accomplish in Miami, starting to work itself into that roster.
Up the floor. Finish off the break. And the Jazz lead by 1.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor. Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
And the Jazz call time here. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season.
Yeah, a quick 2-game series between the 2 teams, one in each club's home building.
Well, looky here. We've got an inter-conference matchup. Always interesting to see how 2 teams match up that don't get a chance to see a whole lot of one another.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Kyrie Irving. Utah also making some changes. Alec Burks comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Max subbed in for Hood. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Utah shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
And a season ago, only converting at about a 72% clip from the line.
And I know the free throw shooting is an area they focused on improving coming into this season.
And we all know Utah is a very young team. Last year, only the 76ers were younger. Still very competitive given the age and the lack of experience from this group.
The Jazz making a switch here. Withy's checked in. He feeds it to Gobert. Off the pick. And it's good on the way in. Gobert's got his third bucket of the night. Clark, an interesting fact about the Jazz and their age last year. At one point, they didn't even have the oldest starting five in the state of Utah. Now think of this. The starting five of BYU, Greg and I were just talking about this, had an older average than Utah did.
Yeah, amazing. You look at the ages of Exum and Gobert and Favors. Makes sense that would be the case.
And Utah has possession. Following the basket by LeBron James. Nato. And the rejection by Love. Gobert, the screen. Mack dishes to Withy. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Jazz lead by 2.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas. And the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
James has a two-pointer. Gobert pulls it in. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Gobert, the screen. Down low. Off the screen. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one on Love.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. Goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
Well, as rough as the Cavs might have started the season, Clark, they were all at peace near the end. Things turned around certainly after the All-Star break. Had their amazing playoff run, great momentum, and that confidence showed every game they played.
Really did, and I thought the big three found a way to come together nicely and smooth out the rough spots, and James, Irvin, and Love ended up being the highest scoring trio in the league last year.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Checking out the game Rudy Gobert is having. He's got 8 points and a pair of blocks to go along with those.
And he's been standing tall when they needed him.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And the basket good. Max got 5 points so far.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Kicks it out to James. This one for 3. Rebound, Utah.
Well, it's been a turbulent quarter, really rough for him. Nothing going his way. But he seems determined to shoot his way out of it.
For the Cavaliers, Mozgov. He's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Iman Shumpert in for Smith. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. And it's Exum in the corner. No good. And Cleveland will come the other way. And slam dunk by Shumpert.
And one area where they haven't struggled has been transition.
Yeah, I think that may be their ticket out of the hole. Look for even more of those quick hitters.
Now, here's Exum. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Dishes it to Withy. Out to the wing. Here's Burks. The Jazz with another miss.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Boy, for Alec Burks, he really started to put it all together in his third season. He doubled his scoring average. Shooting percentage was up. Then last season, a strong start, but a shoulder injury cut short what I thought was going to be his best season yet.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And back to Alec Burks, a guy who entered the league with raw talent, but once the light went on, Greg, he showed the ability to help his team in a number of ways.
Yeah, he's going to be the prototype in terms of a two-way player. He's a guy who can not only score it for you, but he'll rebound and defend it. But what impressed me last season is he averaged 3 assists a game, really looked to make plays for his teammates.
Utah Jazz saw one of the biggest year-to-year improvements in the league last season. The big part of that, of course, was their play on the road.
And, you know, Kevin, they nearly doubled their road wins from last season by getting 17 away from home. And I thought they progressively got better as the season wore on.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. James kicks to Dellavedova. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got 4 assists in the game. Jazz have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far.
And for the Jazz on the road, they look to be a team built around defense now moving forward. That should bode well for their prospects as a tough matchup as a visitor.
We've got 1:08 left in the third. No dice from the high post.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
This game has a lot of character here in the third period.
Yeah, you know what, guys? I love seeing this type of action. A competitive, compelling matchup. A lot of lead changes here so far.
Yeah, 6 already. Intensity is the theme for this one.
So here's Burks after the basket by Timofey Mozgov. 6 to shoot, and looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
You know, sometimes the intensity of the game can lead to brain-neutral plays like that, guys.
Irving's checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. And Utah with a change here, too. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Mack. Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half.
As you said with the Jazz, I mean, defense travels very well in the NBA. Teams that find ways to grind out road wins do it with really solid defense. Jazz fans have a lot to look forward to with this group.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. That drops. And the Cavaliers lead by 3.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Offensive rebound, Booker. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
For Utah, they have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. Free throw good, Booker. The Jazz making a switch here. That one misses. Here's LeBron. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Cavaliers on top. Ending the third quarter on a 9-1 run. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. All right, we welcome you.